Okay, good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss the new topic. That's the classification of the protective relay. The protective relay can be broadly classified into the following category depending upon the technology they are used during the construction as well as the operations. Coming to the classification of the protective relay based on the technologies. One is the electromagnetic relay, second one is the static relay, third one is the microprocessor based relay. In olden days, in all the electronics protection scheme, we are using the electromagnetic relay. After there is a static relay. In the static relay, there is no moving parts. There is a solid state relay. It is also called as a solid state relay. Also, after that, nowadays in present situation as present days, the microprocessor based relays are constructed. The first one is the classification. Coming to the first one, there's the electromagnetic relays. It includes the attracted armature, moving coils, induction disc, and induction cup type relays. Okay, electromagnetic relay contains the electromagnetic or permanent and moving parts. When the actuating the quantity exceeds a certain predetermined values, and operating torque is developed, which is upright and moving part. It causes the moving part to travel and is finally close the contact to energize the trip coil of the circuit breaker. There is a low cost and it is very simplicity. And coming to the static relay, it is contains the electronic circuitry, which may including the transistor, ICs, and diodes and other electronic components. Initially, I told you in the olden days, in the previous days, we are using the electromagnetic relay. There is a containing some coils, moving parts. Okay, when the coil will be get energized, the contactor will be get disconnected or connected based on the operation of the working relay. And similarly, static relay is purely based on your power electronics circuits, power electronic devices. It may be a transistor. Here, the switch as a transistor or diode can use as a switches, or sometimes IC can use as a switches, and also it include the other electronic components. Okay, these are the comparator circuits in the relay, which compares the two or more current or voltage and gives the output which is applied to the either a same relay or a thyristor circuits. They will comparing in initially there is a the factors that should be a I naught by is. There's a sensitive factors. How the sensitivity factor will be get calculated by using this here comparator circuits. They will comparing the more voltage or current and gives the output to the uh, output which is applied to the either a to thyristor based circuits. The slave relays is the electromagnetic relays which is finally close the contact. A static relay is containing a slave relays is a semi-static relay. Advantage of this relay, there's a low burden on the CT and PT, fast response. Here there's no moving part because it is a fully static relay. Well, it has very less maintenance and long lives, and it is a superior compared to the electromagnetic relay. The disadvantages means the maintenance and repair of static relay require the personnel trained in a solid state devices. They require skilled technicians to maintaining the particular relay. And next one is the microprocessor based protective relay. It is the latest development in the area. The advantage is the limited range of application, attractive flexibility due to their programmable approach. It is a low cost. And classification of the relay is based on the functions. Okay, classification, we have a number of classify different types of relay will be there based on the function of that. The first one is the overcurrent relay. Second one is the under voltage relay, impedance relay, under frequency relay, and directional relay, etc. Okay, based on the function where we are using the particular relay based on the functionalities, you can choose the a proper protection relay. It may be a overcurrent relay, it may be a under voltage, impedance, under frequency, and directional relay. The duty which a relay performs can be put under this type of classification. It is evident from its name. And overcurrent relay operates when a current is exceeds the certain limits. Okay, during that time, this overcurrent relay will be used. An impedance relay measure the line impedance between the relay locations and point of the fault, and operated is a point of fault lies within the protection zone. Means based on the value of impedance, the relay will be operated. And directional relays check the whether the point of fault is lies in the forward or reverse directions. Okay, because we have a number of zones will be there. Okay, which zones the fault will be appear. Okay, that's why the selectivity, sensitivity should be high only in the protection relay. That's during that time we are using this directional relays. Check whether the point of fault line will be forward or reverse direction. And then the above relays may be electromagnetic, statics, or microprocessor based relays. We can use either. Means above relays. Okay, what are the relays we have discussed? Directional relay, impedance relay, over current relay, or over voltage relay. Okay, these are maybe a electromagnetic relay, or it may be a static, or it may be a microprocessor based relay. And coming to the classification based on the time operation of relays. Okay, time. The time constraint is very important to operating the relay. The first one is the instantaneous relay. It is a high speed relay. Okay, instantaneously they will detect the fault or time delay relay. There's an inverse time relay or inverse definite minimum time relay. These are classifications. Okay, there's a third classification based on the time operation. The second classification based on the function. Okay, and first classification. Uh, what are the protection relay based on the technologies? Okay, we are classified now. What we are today we are discussing about the classification, the protocol, how the relay will be classified based on the technology or based on the functions and based on the operation. Okay, based on the time of operation of the relay. And also the next classification based on the contact. Okay, it is a normally open or it may be a normally closed contact. Okay, relay within the normally open contact or relay within the normally closed contact. If the relay contacts are open under healthy conditions of the system operation, then the operation of the relay closed it contact. Such a type of contact which are normally opened is called as a normally open contact, or it may be a A-type contacts. If the relay will be contact are closed under healthy conditions of the system protections, then the operation of the relay open the contact such that it is called as a normally closed relay. It will be a B-type contact. Okay, in the relay, two conditions will be there. Classification is normally open or normally closed. Initially, normally open means initially the relay will be open. Okay, normally closed is nothing but initially the relay line will be it is a closed. Okay, based on the functionality, you can choose the proper contact. It will be normal or open or normally closed relay. Okay, these are the classifications we have in the protection relay.